We interrupt this program to bring you a special news. We interrupt this program to bring you a
Interrupt this
special
broadcast to bring you this important bulletin from the United Press. Bring you this important bulletin from the United Press.
This is not a test. Every Tuesday, the Journey into Comics Network will bring you The Pour Rapport, your one-stop podcast shop for everything news and topics of personal interest. I am your host, Andrew Poor, and you can hear me every Tuesday.
The following is a Journey into Comics Network production.
I'm a dude who likes brews. It's time for Brews with Dudes. Juicy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 9 of Brews with Dudes. I'm your host, Nick Maxon, sitting here with Zach Davidson. How are you doing, Zach?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Fan-fucking-tastic. Austin Hill, good to have you back. How are you?
Doing fucking great.
Good. Creed, welcome back.
What's good, my compadre?
Creed's got a mic again, so we're off to a good start.
Yes,
he's officially earned his mic.
Boom.
All right, let's not waste any time, guys. So what we've got in front of us is a Fragile Ego. It is a collaboration between 18th Street and Bare Hands Brewery. This was specially brewed for 18th Street's 4-year anniversary, which they celebrated on, let's get this right, it would have been December 9th? 9th?
Yes.
December 9th. Yep, this past Saturday. You're not going to hear this for a couple weeks, so I wanted to make sure I got that right. This can is fucking awesome. It's got a sad little lion who's got a mean face on, but it's like a mask. So he takes the mask off, and he's just a sad little guy. And his mane is beautiful and gold. And
what's the picture remind you of, though?
It's absolutely a Donald Trump reference.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Mr. Fragile Ego, a double dry hop, double India Pale Ale with lactose sugar added. All right, guys. Let's dive in.
I didn't know sugar could be lactose and...
It's that good. It's that good.
Good.
Oh wow.
Wow. That's amazing.
Got a little bit of a pineapple to it.
Yeah, it's very sweet.
I don't mind it, though. I'm not a big pineapple fan, but it got the pineapple is what
It's
makes
real.
it.
It's real mellow.
Yeah.
I like it a lot.
Slow down, buddy.
Don't tell me what to do.
For being a double IPA, it doesn't really have that bite that you'd expect.
It's the dry hop that makes it so smooth and easy going.
Double dry hopped.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but
we just returned to dry hopping. We hadn't done it in probably a year or so. We used to be all about the dry hop. And it's fun to get back into it. It helps.
We being as in...
Maxons and me.
Okay. I wanted to make sure our listeners got that.
The right plug.
I'm curious, what is doing a dry hop?
Dry hopping is when it's like after the boil, when it's sitting and it's fermenting, you'll put hops into some kind of a container that you dip into the beer. So it's like post-brew hopping.
Which would be opposed to the wet hopping process, which is...
Are you talking about doing it like while it's...
Yeah.
I mean, when you're brewing is when you put the hops in. Like
right.
when you're doing the boil, and you put them in all throughout, like an hour, and then 30 minutes in, and then sometimes you put them in right at the end. But it's when you do it afterwards, because what am I trying to say here? That's just closer to when it's getting in your mouth. You know, there's less processes in between that are going to dilute it out. So it makes the hop taste more forward.
I will definitely drink this beer while eating breakfast.
I can see that.
Actually, speaking of beer and breakfast, back in America's early days of being settled and developed, before coffee became a popular beverage, people would have beer with breakfast.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
That was an American thing, to have their beer with breakfast.
This has been another episode of History with Dudes. Thank you, Austin, for that.
No, I'm dead serious, but I could drink this with pancakes.
Yeah, I would agree. I would say this is a good shower beer.
This tastes like a great shower beer. This tastes like a great
Oh yeah,
pancakes.
He's not wrong.
Or waffles.
Yes.
With some scrambled eggs.
Yes.
And chorizo.
Oh my god, you're making me
you just take
hungry
it
now.
with you right into the shower and just.
What? Not the food.
You scramble your eggs and
The
chorizo.
beer, not the food.
You can't take
damn.
that. You cannot take the pancakes into the shower with you.
Just
A
this
little bit
all.
of cheese. Put it
Nasty.
on your pancakes. Roll that shit up. Dip in some maple syrup. Eat it.
That might be about that. That'd be all right, I think.
And, hey, instead of using water, use this. Use a beer.
Oh my god.
In the batter.
Ooh.
Beer batter pancakes.
Now see, using beer making food is a huge thing that these places do. Like I don't remember how hard you looked at the menu at Founders, but tons of their stuff has their like dark stouts incorporated into the recipes.
Like when I make my steaks and stuff, like I'm half Mexican on how to cook the food. I season.
Wow.
I marinate my food with fucking Modelo, Corona. I do good beer.
Am I
people doing that
allowed
before?
to do that since I'm not?
yeah.
Okay, sorry. I just want to make sure.
I did that with a steak too one time. Came out awesome.
I use stouts and heavy porters to prep my brats before grilling them.
Ooh.
I've admittedly not cooked with beer.
You need to try it one time, bro. You'll like it.
I mean, I have cooked while drinking beer, but I've not incorporated the beer into the actual food.
Do it. You'll enjoy it. Better taste. Way better taste.
Especially burgers. Damn.
Because we've all heard of cooking with wine. It's because cooking with the wine will help pull the flavors of the wine into your foods. It works the same way with your beer.
Yep. Maybe that can be like, this is our like audio podcast. Maybe we can start doing like a live action thing where we're cooking in the kitchen with beer. We got to think of a clever name, but I don't know what that is. Not brews and baking, because we're not going to bake very much. I mean, we could bake, but
Brews and frying.
there's something clever that we're not thinking of. Think about it, audience, and comment. Leave us your thoughts.
We need your help.
We need help. We're going to start a video blog with dudes in the kitchen cooking with beer. Help us think of a good name.
Let's articulate a 3-worded thing.
Right, something.
Something appropriate, at least.
I'm ready to, I'm really, really enjoying this, but I'm so excited about all the other beers that we've got coming.
This
Should
beer
we
is
just,
so good.
Down the hatchet.
I'm not going to down the hatch.
Oh no, I'm not going to down the hatchet, but I'm going to drink some more of it.
Yes, I'm not. I stopped at Champs to say what's up to a couple of buddies of mine, and I ended up having 2-3 beers. And I normally can feel the beers kicking in, but as much as we drank this weekend, it ain't do shit.
Yeah, we really pushed ourselves to the limit this past weekend. I'm proud of us.
I'm proud of all 3 of us.
I'm just jealous.
Like
Fuck all of
champs,
you.
y'all. Give us up. Give us up. Give us up.
I can't really move. I'm stuck
We
in my
hung in
spot,
there like
guys.
champs. Nobody threw up.
Nobody threw up.
And the
Nobody fell
one
down-
person
hey,
who
nobody
wasn't
fell down
there
some
is just
stairs.
looking at the rest of you in envy.
Nobody blacked out.
Nobody fell downstairs.
We all maintained ourselves.
That's quite an accomplishment. I'm proud of you guys.
We even got
good.
to enjoy driving through that winter snowstorm that was up in northern Indiana and Michigan.
Oh, did you
my
guys see
God.
snow?
Hey,
Oh, yeah?
Hey, it was amazing how Austin was getting through that fucking snow. It was fucking beautiful. Beautiful.
Everyone else was driving like they'd never seen snow, and
I know,
Austin's
right?
like, we're up above the world in this big ass truck, and we just flew right through it. It was great.
The best part was like, fuck you.
I forgot when you did that to that one guy.
Oh, shit.
Well, he had it coming to him.
You would say that. You would say that.
Well, you were there. He cut me off and about put me into the back of him. How fast
did.
He slowed up on me.
He was not.
I know.
He was
Now
not in
I
the
fucked
right.
up what he did, but now that we think about it, that was funny when you was like, yeah, well, fuck you.
It was a very passionate fuck off.
Man.
It was arm fully extended out the window. Right after the biggest loogie I could pull up at the time.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And launched his car.
And launched it out
and
the
then
window.
leaning out the car.
I totally forgot that you spit at him too. God damn, that was classic.
Oh man, it was brilliant. I
I
love
think
it.
that would be classified as road rage.
Yes.
Yeah, that would be road rage. But when we're driving in a near whiteout blizzard, in the dark, and you
doing
decide
80
to
plus.
just cut out in front of me while I'm going past you, and almost cause me to either go into you or out off the lane or into somebody else, I could understand a little bit of
Oh, I totally understand. I'm just pointing out the obvious.
There was a couple times where I felt that motherfucker ass saying just loosen up. I was like, oh, here we go.
Phrasing.
Boom.
Awesome. Guys, finish that up. Let's move on. We're 10 minutes in. We still got 5 more beers to go.
We got enough time.
We got time, but we're not trying to be here all night.
That was smooth.
it was so good.
It was good. I know you were trying to hold on to it as long as you could.
I was thinking it tastes pretty milky. Did you think that?
That's the lactose sugar.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, a lot
That would
of-
make sense.
It's a very prominent ingredient in the milk stouts you'll get. That's what helps give it its creaminess, is the lactose
No,
sugar.
that just makes too much sense. Shit.
Why you look so confused right now then?
I'm being a smartass. Or maybe I'm just hiding the fact that I'm a dumbass. Either way, it's unimportant. Little details.
Stop confusing
Little details.
yourself, bro.
It wasn't. It was a look of, yeah, that
You
those
caught
thoughts
me.
connect now. Okay, that now makes sense. Why didn't I think that before?
All right. Cat's out of the bag. I'm a dumbass.
But it's a learning process.
Hey Zach, you're not on
Everybody
your,
learns something new every day.
Zach, you're not on your bike no more. Take your helmet off.
Gotcha.
Are you guys being rude?
No, we're being assholes.
Hey,
Rude.
it happened.
Creed. It's kind of the same thing, dog.
No,
Help me out here.
rude's not a compliment. Asshole is a compliment.
I should be being an asshole being funny.
All right, we are moving on, guys. Holy shit.
Wow, that's
black as
hefty.
hell.
This is darkness.
That's hefty.
Did we just bust open an oil can over here?
That's what it looks like.
It's not even.
Looks so pretty.
I don't. Okay, there it is. I'm about to say,
If I
what
were a
it-
police officer, I'd be scared of this.
But what the hell? Whoa! I'll take offense to that. Hold on, it is that black.
Hey, too much.
This thing might have a weapon on it.
No, it's not OJ.
All right. Creed is not having the jokes anymore.
The glove doesn't fit, all right?
But he did it. He wrote a book about it.
He wrote a book about how he would have done it.
That fucking asshole. All right, we're moving into another one from 18th Street. This is the Hunter Double Milk Stout, brewed with lactose sugar and cocoa nibs.
Not just cocoa nibs. These cocoa nibs with cinnamon and vanilla added.
Ooh, can't forget that. You're right. Can't forget that.
Ooh.
Ooh.
All right, guys. Let's dive right on in. I'm excited about this one.
Oh my goodness. That's just so damn smooth. For a stout? Is
I'm
it stout,
about it.
correct?
That's pretty good. It's very sweet for being a stout, yeah.
Being around with y'all right now. Y'all lucky this fucking beer starting to grow on me. This chocolate tasting beer.
See? Here we are again.
Doesn't it
Fucking
taste
four,
good, though?
four
It's
episodes
not
in a
bad.
row.
It's not bad.
Putting
It's
chocolate
starting,
beer
like
in
I
his
said,
mouth.
Like I said, didn't I just say it's starting to grow on me?
You did say it. I'm glad that you're coming around. There's a couple people now that have started coming up to me saying, like, man, since we did that show, I'm really looking at beer in a whole different way when I go to the store and pick one out. I'm like, that's what we're going for, man. Don't buy the same shit again and again and again.
Yeah, you can enjoy something. You can have your definite go-to beer, but expanding your tastes in beer and your palates with it is very enjoyable when you're drinking it to enjoy it, not just to go hang out and party and get fucking smashed.
Right.
There's
That's what
harms for
Hans.
that.
Oh my God, he literally took the words right out of my mouth. I was
about to say that.
I was
Sorry.
getting ready to say that's what
That's
hands
what
are for.
Hans is
Yeah, you
for.
saw it. I was right
He
there.
was like, huh?
It was
Got him.
all right. Well, we are all hanging out way too much. We're finishing each other's sentences, completing each other's thoughts.
We did spend like 3 days together.
I feel like we haven't gotten into that yet. So this is a special episode because all the beers we're drinking are beers that Austin Creed and myself picked up this past weekend when we went on a beer venture.
Yes, we did.
We started the weekend off by going up to Lakeville, Indiana. It's right on the border between Indiana and Michigan. We stayed the night there with my buddy Alex Graw. Shout out. Love you, brother. Thanks for having us out. And he has there was a really cool liquor store in town that it was a liquor store. They had other stuff too. But this place, you walked in and you were able to mix and match every single beer. You didn't need to buy anything in a 6-pack. You could just mix and match everything. So you walk in and you grab your empty cardboard 6-pack and you just start picking things out. And we were there. We started the first couple minutes we're walking through is just it's an echo between the three of us. Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh shit! There's more over here.
Wow.
Look up!
It's
a bird. It's a plane. It's more beer.
After about 30 minutes of us staring at the rack of warm beer, Alex goes, "Oh, there's cold beer over here." And we all just go,
oh shit! It was a great time. So we went back. We did Cards Against Humanity. That's what we did.
I must say that was the longest I've ever been in a liquor store.
Yeah, we were hanging out. We were posted up at the liquor store checking out beer. It was fun.
Can you imagine they was able to give us samples? Oh, we would have never left.
Would have been there all night.
Yeah, for sure.
If we drove my truck, I would have, put my tent up.
Pitching a tent at the liquor store. So that was all good and fun. We woke up early the next day and
somebody forgot to turn off one of the early ass alarms.
Jesus, yeah, Austin. Mr. works at 4 in the fucking morning. Did not turn his alarms off, so I'm sleeping on the fucking concrete floor.
That was your choice.
Barely asleep, and there it goes.
You could have curled up with me on the couch.
And did Austin turn off his alarm?
No.
Fuck no, he didn't. He snoozed it. So 10, 15 minutes later, it goes off again.
No, I did turn it off, but there was 3 of them.
Bro, it was like 4 o'clock.
We don't need to argue semantics. The fact of the...
God.
Anyway, we're getting sidetracked. So
anyway, aside from that one hiccup...
Yeah, besides that, everything went great.
It was good.
So we powered up from very, very tip-top of Indiana, smashed up our way to Grand Rapids. And this was our first time going to Founders. I don't know if y'all have been to Michigan before.
That was your first time too?
I've never been to Grand Rapids. That was the first time I'd ever...
I've not been to Founders, but I'd been to Michigan several times before.
Yeah, I've been up that way, but I've never been to that brewery.
No.
So that was the first time experience.
So all 3 of us being there for the very first time.
That was my first time to actual brewery.
It was massive.
Yes.
It was one of the biggest breweries I've ever seen.
Food was good too.
I do have to say I do have to express my disappointment in the CBS release that they did.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. First of all, the beer itself was amazing, but we bought these special tickets to go up and get this very special beer that they released. It's called the CBS, Canadian Breakfast Stout. So we bought tickets. It came out to about $56 a piece, but you're guaranteed 2 bombers. And the matter was we walked up to the door that you're supposed to get it at, and it's like a foyer, and you walk in, show them your ticket, you get the beer, and that's it. So it wasn't like a ticket for an event like we thought we were getting in for. It was literally just a ticket to come buy this beer.
I literally thought they was going to take you like on a little tour on the fucking brewery.
Whatever we thought was going to happen, it didn't happen. But so we got our bottles, and then we put them in the truck and went back in and enjoyed the place, which was great. But I think what Austin's alluding to, the most frustrating aspect of it. So we left Friday evening. So that afternoon, I go to Target to go pick up some stuff for the trip. And guess what I find stocked on the shelves of Target? This super special beer. And wouldn't you know, it's cheaper there than it would have been to go to the brewery and get it ourselves. So, it was a great trip. I'm really, really glad we decided to make the trip.
It was...
But you also got
visiting the brewery itself, besides the getting the special brews in this little foyer, in and out real quick. Aside from that, being able to go into the brewery and hang out and just sit in this massive brewery where we're actually able to be outside on this big open patio
And still be warm.
with it snowing.
Yeah, we were outside on their patio, and it was snowing, but they had so many heaters and stuff that
It just didn't matter.
it didn't matter at all.
Like it was like
That's
70
nice.
degrees.
That's really cool.
70, 75.
But yeah, exactly. Despite the disappointment of the tickets that we bought literally just being tickets to grab beer, man, we walked in through like the store. So we see just this, it looks like fucking, I don't know, it's a big ass gift store.
It
Just-
almost looks like
It's a
the gift store leaving Disney World.
yeah.
No,
it was just-
I was gonna say it's like a brewery version of the Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Just a huge area with tons of cool stuff. But then you work your way through there. They've got 3 different bar areas. They've got a whole nother area for the food. We were there less than 10 minutes after they opened, and the entire place was packed. There was hundreds of people.
Packed.
I don't know. I don't want to make a silly number, but more than 100, more than 200. The place was absolutely packed
there-
inside and out.
There's easily 300 people there, but we never waited in line for everything.
Nothing.
They
Nope.
were so good and so on top of their service and the way they ushered people through and took care of their tables and everything. Like, I turned from our table while we were outside to go inside to take our stuff in, and immediately one of their servers came up and just took all our trays and stuff from me. He was like, "Oh, here, let me get that." He held the door to take the stuff from me, so I didn't have to. It was
That's what's up.
awesome. Like, the service was great.
Yeah, it was totally unmatched.
But I also noticed about 20 to 30 workers in there as well.
Oh, I'm sure.
Man,
But they were
I know they were awesome. It was fucking awesome, man.
It was definitely like, they may not always be that packed, because this was a special like release weekend. You could only come in during specific times to pick up the beer that we did. And as we're walking around, you saw people
With the bottles.
with their bottles on the table. So definitely a lot of those people showed up right when they opened to pick up their beers. But damn, it was just a great experience. We walked
Great.
in.
I loved it, man.
We bought some food. The food I bought
food
just
was fucking-
blew my face
man.
off. It was so good and so hot. Oh, it said spicy right next to it. And I'm like, I like spicy food. And then I took literally one bite, and I was like, that was a mistake.
You better to that red pepper.
It burnt. It blew my face off.
he was melting snow around. When he
I was sweating
I've never
in
seen-
30-degree weather.
I've never
It
seen somebody
was
literally
Wow.
drip sweat.
yeah. I'm dripping sweat when it was snowing outside. That's how fast it hit my face.
Shit, dude.
It was
We got a couple flights. Man, if I could pull up my phone, I could tell you all the beers we tried.
You guys don't got your cards? You guys didn't save the cards for the testers that y'all bought?
No, I just took a picture of it all, and you could see them all. So I got a flight of 4. Austin got a flight of 4, and then
I got that big old wino glass.
yeah, Creed got the Wizard of Cause.
That motherfucker was strong.
Yeah, that shit was real good.
I was buzzed automatic. I slammed that. I didn't even sip on it. I was just going through it, and
Damn.
I was buzzed. It was like 10.5, 11%
shit.
alcohol.
Wow.
It's a mean beer. It's
Yeah.
really good though. It's really good.
I was like, why the fuck they give me this wine glass? Nick told me why about a certain way you drink it. I was like, okay, makes sense.
okay. So here I have the picture pulled up. Nick had a Trigo IPL, GR Stout.
Grand Rapids Stout. I later learned that's what that meant. That was great.
That was that red one, right?
The Honey Double IPA.
The Honey Double IPA was the one that was red.
Sumatra. I had.
That Sumatra. The coffee. Ooh.
I got one of the Canadian breakfast stouts as part of my flight. I got the Grand Rapids Stout as well. I got a tank. I can't remember
the tank.
The tank. And then the I can't quite read this bartender's handwriting. Nick, could you try to read that on the third one down?
The Chinook.
Okay.
That's just like an IPA, wasn't it?
That was the Chinook IPA.
The Chinook IPA.
That was very tasty.
And you got the Sumatra too.
Mm-hmm.
What was that 115% beer y'all did?
The tank.
Oh shit!
That's what I should have tried. I did try it. Matter of fact, I did try it and I liked it.
So when we're walking out, we got a couple glasses, got a couple keychains, and then the three of us split a Founders 20th anniversary box that came with the tank and a bomber and then 2 sniffers. So we're saving that because it's like a 15-16% beer. We're saving that for our special 10th episode where we're going to drink that with the Goose Island Bourbon County. We're just going to make it a bomber special with some of the best beers we got. Mm-hmm. We're going to bust it out tonight, but we're already busting out the CBS tonight. So
okay,
there's probably no need to get absolutely lit.
Why not?
We're already going over the limit.
That flight I ordered was
an ass kicker.
And
then which one? I think it was the tank. You drank about half of it, and you're like, Nick, you're finishing this. And I was like, you take one more. I was like,
more drink.
I was like, you take one more drink, and then I'll finish it.
And you're like, what was that? I was like, 15%. And the CBS itself was 12.
Yeah, they were mean beers.
I'm already buzzing. I don't know
they
about
were
y'all.
all mean, heavy beers.
Sounds like it, fellas.
Just what I needed to drive
right
from Grand Rapids to
Hammond
for the 18th Street 4-year anniversary party.
Yep, that's where we got all these mean old 18th Street beers. I love the Hunter series. I've had a couple from the Hunter now. I had one that was a jalapeno. I had one that was coffee. I had one that was coconut. I really like that series.
Oh yes, these Hunters were so good.
Actually, Creed's gonna make fun of me, but I met the head brewer owner of 18th Street. I was geeking a little bit about it. I was like, dude, I want to go talk. I want to go talk to him, man. I want to go say hi.
Nick was so scared to go talk to him for a little while. I wouldn't say scared. He was nervous, and I was like, hey, Nick, I could go get him. I'm a brother. I don't care. I just walk up to him. Hey, my boy wants to talk to you.
And I was like, hell no. You're not about to go over there and make me look like that. I'm just waiting for the right moment.
And I was like, get your nuts up and go talk to him.
Because he's the dude. Everybody knows that guy when you go to a party. Like, the guy throwing the party. You know, you're like, you want to go talk to him, but the moment one person walks away, another person's right there to talk to him. So I was waiting because every time I went to walk up to him 2 different times and someone was just there before me. And I was like, I'm not about to bug him right now, but he was a humble guy, real nice guy. 18th Street was awesome.
Very awesome.
I love that spot. That's I've probably been to 18th Street so we're from Lafayette, Indiana, so I've probably been to People's more than anything, but 18th Street would be the next brewery that I've been to more often than enough. They've just got their darks are the best, their IPAs are the best. They're really, really good at all my favorite kinds of beers.
Why don't you talk about the samples that were going from 18th Street when we first walked in?
Yeah, they had a lot going on. They had a lot of guests there.
Yeah, they had a lot of guest breweries with samples that were made for there. Before I get into that, I want to add that was actually my second time ever being to 18th Street Brewery. But both times I've ever been there was with Nick, and it was both because Nick was like, hey, there's this special event going on at this brewery that's really good.
He's really good about dragging you into events. Be like, hey, you might not know about this, but you should be here.
But yeah, the first time was for their Bear Massacre bourbon barrel
that sounds like a nut kicker.
Beer release party, and we went to that and ended up having an awesome time. But this time was just about as good as the last time.
Yeah, overall from you guys, I get the impression that it was a great trip, and y'all really enjoyed both of the brew trips.
Don't be dismissive, Zach. We're going to talk about this for the next 45 minutes. He's like, I get it, guys. You had a good time. Like, too bad, bud. That's what this whole episode's about.
Hey, Zach. Might as well do it. You weren't there, and we were.
Aw, he's right.
That's just how good of a friend Zach is that this was a special episode where we planned on talking about this the whole time, but Zach got the invite anyway.
Aw, thanks, guys.
Hey, Zach, you weren't there, but you could at least sit and enjoy the beers with us.
Hey, Zach, guess what?
Zach, that's the way you should look at it, is you're enjoying, no one else is enjoying all the beer we got.
I know, huh?
This is true.
This is just
do not get this misconstrued. I'm not complaining at all. Oh, no.
I'll let you have the fuller one because I have a couple of these at home.
Oh, thanks.
Rub it into more.
So here we are.
We're rubbing it in. I'm giving more of a taste to him.
This is 3 in a row from 18th Street. So again, bravo guys. This one is a collaboration with Tampa Bay Brewing Company. Bravo. It's called Magic Juice Kings, a double India Pale Ale. It doesn't really say much else about it, and that's perfectly fine. You guys ready to just dive on into this guy?
Sure, let's do it.
This will be a short one because we enjoyed it so much that we've only got one can of it left. So,
Salud, fellas.
Huh.
Wow. That's good.
Wow.
Huh. I remember having some of this on the drive.
Y'all cheated.
No.
Y'all cheated. Why
No.
You guys suck.
Fold disclaimer. No members of Brews with Dudes were drinking and driving. Moving on. That was from our sponsors. This is great. This is really tasty. Everyone who's listened to the show at least more than once knows that my favorite word is juicy.
Juicy?
And this is definitely a juicy one. So
very juicy.
It's pretty juicy.
I like it.
I'm
It's gonna be a
digging it
daily
quite a bit.
beer.
Has quite a bite to it.
It's not as hazy as the Fragile Ego. Is that not telling? You know, people with fragile egos.
They're very hazy.
You know what I'm saying? I know our audience is of an intellectual level that we can say stuff like that. Everyone can just kind of think about it and dwell and go, you're so right, dog. And we don't need to commentate. We don't need to beat it into the ground. It's just like, dude, saw.
Saw.
I like making saw moments. That's the best. This is good stuff. Austin, what are you looking at over there?
This craftbeer.com tasting sheet is...
Oh boy, that sounds neat.
I did print that off.
It's not. It is not neat.
Wrong.
Austin seems to think that he's got a good grip on
Wrong.
So Austin's laughing at this. So Austin, in terms of appearance on a scale of 2 to 40, how would you describe the color on this guy?
I would give this probably a 20.
Wrong.
15?
You're so fucking wrong. Know it all. It's like a 3 or a 4.
Ow! Sucker!
You couldn't discuss beer with even a mediocre commentator.
Asshole, Nick.
That was way more rough than I thought it was going to be. Sorry, that was rude.
Fake news.
Okay. Bald guy calling out fake news. Oh, man.
Where have we heard that before?
That was rude of me. I am sorry, audience. It only happens when I've drank a couple I'm just as bad as he is. I'm just as bad. Let's drink these beers. Austin's just giving me a fucking shitty ass look. He won't even drink his beer anymore.
I'm fucking buzzing.
Woo! Side note, this
Flair
beer
is
is
bitch.
juicy as fuck. Wow.
Hey, Zach, since we've been enlightening you to new
Beers.
knowledge of beers and notes and stuff.
What do you think?
What do you think of this
Matter of fact,
craft beer tasting sheet?
matter of fact, how are you feeling right now?
I would say it's very fruity. I mean, I'm feeling good. Feeling pretty buzzed. See, this is... I would say it's very fruity. Citrusy, maybe a little bit of pineapple, I don't know. Little pineapple aromas, a little bit. Other than that, nothing really comes to mind. It's very light, I will say that. Going off of the scale that Nick was describing earlier as far as appearance goes, I'd say it's like a 3 or a 4 or a 6 maybe. It's just super, super light.
A 6 or a 9.
Alright,
So everyone is sick and tired of everything on their Facebook feed, you know, every single thing that you read. So in the past month or so, I went through and just found a bunch of beer stuff. Beer blogs, beer websites, everything, and started following all of them. Craftbeer.com is one of them. So I found this, and it's, it's way over here. I'm having a hard time looking at it. It's got a bunch of different categories on it describing different ways to describe beer. So what we're getting at here, I feel like everyone's got sticks shoved up their asses right now. Are y'all going to make it? You can't take a little burn? You need me to flip you over? Let the other side get a little bit of tannin?
My ego's my ego's a little fragile right now.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, Austin.
It's up to him if you get this back.
Oh, so you're the subservient one?
Because he hurt his feelings, not mine.
Okay.
That's my brother.
We're just going to drop that. All right. So
we're dropping it. We're moving on to the next beer.
Yep. So, yeah, since we only had one can of that, we slammed through it pretty quick, so we're just going to jump right into the next one. This is another one.
Wow, what is this?
Another one from 18th Street. Austin, you want to boost your ego by reading this one for us?
I like the can.
This is, I can't even read that last letter.
That's not going to help.
Do you even read, bro?
Trube Wizard. It is an 18th Street Brewery collaboration with McKellar.
McKellar.
Double dry hopped double IPA with honey added.
With honey? Ooh, that sounds... Ooh.
It's
sounds
very
pleasant.
hazy. It's very hazy. It looks juicy.
It's a very thick beer. It's very cloudy.
That's thick as hell.
Yeah, this is very cloudy. Wow.
Very cool, too.
Let's just dive on in, shall we, boys?
Cheers, boys.
This kind of looks like orange juice. Something I'd want with my bagel in the morning.
Wow.
And it definitely tastes like a breakfast beer.
Yep.
Did
That
not
is
taste
real
like what I
good.
expected it to be.
So you could smell a pineapple in it as well, but you can't taste it like the other one.
It's very fruity.
You really can't taste it.
I love the color. You know it's going to be juicy when it's got that haziness.
Oh, yeah.
I should have got one of those glasses, Nick.
When you got to hold it like that,
Looks awesome.
you just feel better about it, you know? I can sit here and be condescending all night long.
Wow.
A side note I just found on this can, it says it's unfiltered sediment may occur. Fresh is best. Do not cellar. Store cold.
We did those things. Aside from the things they did not ask us to do.
You know what this reminds me of that I feel like we should have kept an eye out for while we're in Michigan, or tried to make a stop for?
What's that?
To pick up some M43.
What's that?
I'm unfamiliar.
It is a beer I got introduced to while at CDF4 this year from James Schuster, the vocalist of Delusional Parasitosis.
Shout out.
Shut up. He brought some, and I ended up getting a hold of one on the final night, Saturday night, and Justin Hoffman, Anthony Voigt, and of Gorgasm and Sarcophagy, and then Mark Pierce of Crepitation. We were all enjoying those, and Justin kept talking about how it looks like orange juice, but it tastes so good.
Do we think Justin would like this beer?
Yeah, Justin would like this beer.
Do you think Justin would like 18th Street?
Justin does like 18th Street.
Okay, cool. I know that we were a little outspoken making judgment calls about Justin. Austin and I decided he wouldn't like Founders, and he did not like us making that decision. But he started it.
He did start it. He did talk about how they're corporate or half corporate.
Yeah, I posted a picture of my CBS bottle, and he comments going, "Corporate bullshit." I was like, all right.
All right.
And I made the merch comment. I'm like, too much merch, you wouldn't like it. He's like, what the fuck does that have to do with it? I'm like, well, you know,
Corporate.
gotta make that money off that brand, you know. But sorry, Justin, I don't want to assume. I know you're not about, you know, just assuming things. We need to get him on the show.
Why you look at your mic like that?
It's me looking at Justin.
Oh. What?
Oh.
What?
Oh.
Creed, we can't hear you when you don't put your mouth to the mic. Just giving you shit.
What?
Oh my God, Creed.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm buzzing.
This is so good.
Man, this Troop Wizard. God damn.
That's good stuff.
Hey, but I'm not gonna lie.
It's really good.
When we was at Founders, when you pointed that one little merch out to me, it just kept calling my name and calling my name and calling my name, and I had to buy it. The hat.
We wilded out. You got the hat?
Bro, I bought the hat.
I got a hat too this weekend. I got one at 18th Street.
We all got a hat at 18th Street.
You got the beanie too?
Yeah, I got the beanie too.
No.
Yeah, Nick and Creed both got the same beanie.
Bro, I'm not gonna wear it when you wear it.
All right.
Trust me.
Damn it.
I
Austin and I bought, they're pretty much the same, but the colors are inversed. So we felt okay about it.
Yeah. I couldn't get no other color, so I had to deal with it.
It's okay.
But I'm gonna be wearing.
I'm gonna get over it.
I'm gonna be wearing the Founders hat more than anything else, because that is.
I believe you. It was tight. That was a cool hat.
You pointed that fucking Founders hat to me. It was. I kept looking at it. Kept calling my name. Kept calling. I was like, "Fuck it, it's mine."
I could have spent a lot of money at Founders if I really wanted to. They had a lot of really cool stuff.
I'm glad we decided.
A lot of cool stuff.
I'm glad we decided to split that fucking box up between us.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very glad.
I'm excited to get into that.
I'm gonna steal.
I like how we keep talking about like the next episode, but then we come up with like so many different ideas. Like we bought a bunch of cool beers in Lakeville, so we're like, yeah, we're gonna do an episode with that stuff, and then like,
we end up drinking most of it.
But then we're like, oh wait a minute. So we went to 2 breweries this weekend. Let's do a show with just those 2 breweries, and then we just get the Craft X box, and we're like, oh dude, we're gonna do a whole show. It's like, so now we've got. Besides this one, we've got 2 other shows already planned out. It's like, no, 3, because we're going to do the killer one with all the bombers.
Oh, yeah.
We're planning things out, guys. We're excited for it.
We've got to episode 12 planned out.
So if you're listening right now, you still have time to probably jump on the bandwagon and get in here.
We should do them like in between shows, to spread it out, not constantly back to back.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Like this one, then just some random beer next time, then a special episode,
Or we just blast through it, and if somebody
just
wants to
keep
join
on
and
drinking.
bring something crazy with them, do it.
Just keep on.
Oh, my God.
Keep on drinking on. Because I feel like that special bomber day, if we have like 6 dudes for Brews with Dudes with 6 bombers.
That'd be easy.
That'd be awesome.
That'd be a super awesome, just blowout end of the season episode.
That would be great. I'd be all about that.
That'd be fun. A lot of fun.
I think. Oh no, we still have one more 18th Street before we get to the grand finale that is the CBS.
And I don't. One more 18th. What is that?
It's that other bomber. We all got it. Remember, we got the. I'm not going to explain it right now. Y'all think of something to talk about while I go get it, and then we can talk about it.
Hey.
So after we left 18th Street, we weren't done yet because we're obviously too buzzed to just go home. So we had to go to Fort Wayne to see the legendary Steel Panther. So you guys start talking about that?
Ooh, Steel Panther.
I enjoyed it a lot. A lot. To the point where at the end of the night, I had damn near 12 Coronas.
That's about right.
Shit. Dude, Steel Panther is always a fun time.
But Creed...
I was an asshole, yes. I thought it was, something else was happening, but I took it back. I apologized, but it was a blast.
Yeah, but talk to them about your experience seeing Steel Panther.
Oh, I enjoyed it. The music was hilarious, but enjoyable because of the simple fact of the lyrics. The lyrics the way the lead singer was just on point, vocals on point. He kind of sounded like Axl Rose and the lead singer from AC/DC put together. He sounded good as hell. Also that. But,
yeah, it was a great performance.
But but also the guitar solo. The guitar solo was fucking beautiful. Dude was shredding that guitar.
Yes, he was.
And then when Satchel just tears it up.
And then when he went back there to the drums and started hitting that fucking the what's that? The kick. When he started hitting the kick, oh, he was on point. He did not miss a fucking beat.
Oh no, that was great, and he was just all over the place with the kick, and then he was adding to the kick too. So he had both feet up there going while he's playing guitar.
Standing up, using both pedals with both feet. And to top it off, the funny part was the little blue Smurf.
Little blue Smurf.
Yeah.
What they call the chick that was performing before them.
Oh yeah. What was her name?
I don't remember.
I don't even remember the band's name.
She was hell of. She has a voice on her too. I'm not gonna lie. I enjoyed her set. She was very nice. She hit every note perfectly. But just the way that they were saying it, oh my bad. Just the way that they were talking, like, where's the little Smurf at? I was like, oh my god. Damn! Somebody's getting fucked up.
Somebody just loaded me.
Right then.
What
Sorry.
Loaded.
Sorry, Austin.
What the fuck is going on here?
Loaded.
I'm good. It's dark.
Did you smell it? I was going to say.
Good job, Nick. Good job.
Nick just reached over to top me off and ended up doubling my glass.
Half his
Ooh,
glass.
this smells like oil sludge. Ooh.
Yeah, you're definitely going to get beat up on this one. This one is from 18th Street again. This one is called Sea of Hell.
What's the percentage on that?
Let's just drink it first and find out.
Just drink it. Drink.
Wow. That's hefty.
Oh.
No, I can't do that.
That put some hair on your chest.
That is a dark chocolate lover's dream.
Oh, yeah.
All right. This one.
Wow.
This one is a Russian Imperial Stout with coconut and almonds added.
Yeah, you can definitely get the almond in there.
Yeah, definitely.
I think Creed's crying.
I'm sorry.
We broke Creed.
He ain't happy about this
broke
one.
him.
I'm not. No, it's not the heavy part. It was just the comment I heard. This is a dark chocolate lover's dream.
It is good.
Yes.
So if you like dark chocolate and you like good beer, drink up.
That's good stuff.
Very
Quiet
hearty.
for a minute
Wow.
here because I'm going to sit back and sip on this.
Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Don't worry about what's going on out here.
How many more we got after this?
One more.
Oh my god.
The killer. The real ass kicker. Everything else has been a joke till now.
Dude.
The next one is going to put us where we need to go. Yep. Just like that, Creed. Right over our heads. We're going to be in trouble. I'm already feeling pretty tipsy myself.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit here before I pull off anywhere.
I am feeling just fine, but I've been eating tacos all day. All day.
Congratulations, Austin.
It's not even Taco Tuesday yet.
It's not even Taco Tuesday yet.
Eating tacos all
it's
day.
Monday.
Y'all fucking
He's so excited
spoiled
for
it.
Taco Tuesday. He's starting early, man.
Oh no, I've been bloated all day from tacos. I can't.
Are you going to eat tacos tomorrow?
Fuck yeah, they're
You
$1.
know you are. Don't even lie about
No,
it.
$1.
Actually, I have dinner plans to go visit my mom and have dinner with her.
And then tacos.
So I
That's
guess
what you
you're
meant to-
allowed
that's what
to
you meant to say.
celebrate Taco Tuesday a day early.
Bro.
Because I know his mom's a super nice lady.
Yeah.
Super nice lady. Just met her for the first time this weekend when we were dropping off Austin's beautiful pup, Isis.
Yes. She loves staying at her grandma and grandpa's house.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. We walked in the door and immediately stepdad's like, want to see my new toy? And we're like, fuck yeah, we want to see your new toy.
So he takes us to his theater room and shows us his big 75-inch.
Not his living room, his theater room.
Damn.
Because he has
Theater room.
his theater room.
Yeah, you sat in the truck and decided not to come in for
You
this.
had to walk past his bar and his wine cellar to get to his theater room. Yeah, he's pimping out. He's pimping out hard.
Yeah.
It was a good time. It was fun. They were really nice folks.
See, Creed, being the ethnicity that he is, felt like he was going to be out of place.
No, it wasn't that. I was showing respect towards you for a simple fact of I was thinking like a little certain stench. And I didn't want to go in there and disrespect your mother's home.
Creed did have a stank to him, but there's no need to go into it. But yeah, so Austin and I did decide to go in, and it was a nice place. Fucking place was cavernous. It was a beautiful home. Beautiful home.
Oh, trust me. I wanted to go in there to wait to how long that fucking driveway was by itself. Let me know that was a big ass house.
It's not about it being big. It's about it just being like you look at my house, and my house ain't a bad house, but it's there's different rooms. You walked into this house and everything was open, and I mean there were kind of like half walls and dividers, but it was just a big, pretty much open room. Like the kitchen was attached to the living room, which was attached to the dining room, which was attached to the fucking. This is the room where we just have this shit. I don't know. It was huge. It was awesome.
Huge.
It was great.
And then we went down into the basement,
huge.
which they've been working on a lot lately, getting it finished up, and recently putting a wet bar with a wine cellar, and then just past that is a theater viewing area, and that's where my stepdad just put a new TV in, and he's working on getting his surround sound set up.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey guys, come check this out. So he puts on Guardians of the Galaxy 2 and starts playing it for us.
Awesome movie.
I got a feeling. I believe.
Which explains to you now, Creed, why Nick and I were seeing that for the first 30 minutes of our drive.
Yeah, for the next 2-hour drive that we had, I'm sitting in the passenger seat just hooked on a feeling. I couldn't let it go.
And you got that fucking song stuck in my fucking head.
So next thing you know, it's a serious acapella thing where some of us are doing the instruments, some of us are doing the voices. It was a good time. It was fun times.
Very good time.
That was like an hour.
Next thing you know,
Just
somebody
doing that
pressed
one
record.
song.
We didn't let it go.
Like,
Every single time, like, we would stop for gas, I'd jump back in the car and just, and just,
God damn it.
what did we do? We stopped for beers, so I jumped back in the car, right back into it. We drove 1 mile to go get some food, jumped back in the car, and did it again. It was like, dude, come the fuck on.
And the whole time, literally, no beat. Just us going at it.
Yep.
Just straight music.
over the music that was already playing.
Over the brutal death metal that we were listening to. Because we didn't get into, what was it? I think it was on the way to Founders. We threw on some Michael Jackson.
We put on Michael Jackson's greatest hits.
Yeah.
And just
Jammed.
And then so everybody knows, immediately we just started doing a bunch of just the whole way.
Billy Joe. It's my girl.
It was really, really good time. It was way too much fun. And then I spent a lot of time looking up a Michael Jackson soundboard. Never found it.
didn't find it.
We found the Star Wars, except every lightsaber hit is a Michael Jackson sound clip. And it showed... I think it was pretty much just the Luke versus Vader.
Luke versus Vader in
Episode
Return
6.
of the Jedi.
And yes, ladies and gentlemen, we will be seeing that
And
movie
it's
this
that
Thursday.
entire fight where every lightsaber strike is a Michael Jackson.
Oh! Jamona! He's so good. I remember hearing something years ago that said one of his... it's probably more than just one of his songs, but in his prime, Michael Jackson would go through and just add obviously layer upon layer upon layer, and sometimes there were over 100 different layers of him just going through and just just like, and he would just do this and just add in, and sometimes it just got so complex. Michael Jackson's great. We had a lot of fun with that.
Now you know.
That Michael Jackson joke was bogus.
Which one?
But hilarious. You want to see my impression of Michael Jackson?
Aww. That's better than you pretending there's a little boy in front of you. Wow, that one just fell flat. Everyone was like,
damn.
Dude, he was acquitted.
Boom, bro.
Oh,
You acquitted.
The glove didn't fit. Come on.
Yeah, the glove didn't fit on that one.
Neverland ain't going nowhere.
No, but as I was saying, he would actually do a lot of those voice layers in his live performances where he'd just go through the whole thing of what he would do layers before in the record recording. So a lot of his songs would have just multiple levels of octones and sounds he would just be doing while he's dancing on stage.
He was a good dancer.
That he was.
He was a great dancer.
Don't judge me, Nick. Yes, I'm patting myself on the back so I can burp.
Oh, you're burping yourself like a little baby over there.
Yes.
Aw.
Poor Wilbo guy.
Aw, he's just a widow feller.
No, I just got to burp. Every time I try to burp, I feel foam. It's just straight foam.
Aw.
What's the verdict on this one, guys? Sea of Hell, what do you think?
2.
Pretty fucking hearty.
It's an ass kicker. I'm digging it, though.
I'm very digging
Yeah?
it.
Ooh, it says do not sell her, so that's probably good to remember.
I guess we're going to go bust through those other two.
I don't know, man.
We don't have a choice now.
There's still 2
Don't
more.
have a choice, go drink 'em.
Let's do it.
I don't know.
All right.
Should we just drink them all right now?
No!
Okay.
I still
game.
have more than Creed, and I've drinking over half of mine.
No, I'm going to down that, bro, because that is like...
That's like diesel sludge.
Yeah.
Remember the one I gave to you? Remember the one I handed off to you? This is the same way. I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to down the hatchet.
I'll be the first to admit this isn't my favorite of the like really deep beers that we've drank.
It's very, very
But
hearty.
it definitely stands on its own.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's I think I definitely taste a lot of the almond, and I'm just personally like I'm not like
go.
I'm still gonna give it a 5 or 6, but it's not.
2.
I'm not gonna drink a bunch more of these. I'm gonna drink at least 2 more.
Got like 2 more.
That's true. Ooh, Zach's
You didn't like
he's
that burp.
wincing. He's wincing.
He didn't like that burp he just burped up at all.
There's a very strong aroma that flowed up my nostril and they go, woo! Come on!
I'm sorry, folks. This is what you get when we drink several really dark beers in a row. You're gonna get Michael Jackson songs. You know what I'm saying? Ow! There's no avoiding it.
Billie Jean is not my lover.
She's just a girl. Claim that I am the one. No. See, it's that easy. You just gotta just yell stuff in the background. No. This is not what y'all anticipated, I'm sure.
I'm not going to lie. I'm starting to sweat.
Yeah, Craig's like, we need to finish this up. I'm about
Or
to
the famous
go.
background
It's not
Michael
time to go.
Jackson
I'm just
song, though.
sweating, man. Shit. Down the hatch. Salute ways.
Let's finish it off, guys. Let's move on to the main attraction. Sunday.
The main event.
Hey, have you guys watched the new Kingsman movie?
Not yet.
No, I have
Yes.
not seen the first one, not the
Hilarious.
second one.
Hilarious.
Saw it twice, actually.
It's funny as hell. Hey, the Elton John part. Wednesday. What do you mean Wednesday? Isn't it supposed to be Saturday? What's today? Wednesday. Exactly.
Exactly.
Damn.
That
See-
shit was hilarious as hell.
The only movie that's been on my mind lately is the new Star Wars movie coming out.
Oh, we're going there. Hey,
Yeah.
Austin, when are we going then?
Thursday.
At what
Thursday,
time?
7.
like 7:10.
Till when?
Bought my ticket today. Doing
You're
it.
going at 7:10?
What?
We're going at 7 o'clock.
It's one at Lafayette 7.
At 7 o'clock.
Well, then I guess it's 7 o'clock. bought a ticket for sometime like after 4 or something.
There's a 7:10 one as well, so you might want
Sucker.
to double check.
No, I bought my ticket online, so I just have to redeem it after a certain time. As long as I redeem it after a certain time, I can use it whenever.
Okay, we're going at the 7:10 one anyway.
We're going at the
I
7
will
o'clock.
probably be there.
Just playing, bro. Change it out
we
to
discussed
7:10.
it
I'll be
thoroughly
there.
before I bought tickets. I almost bought my
fuck is
singleton
that big
until
ass
you
bottle?
chimed in and said you were needing to join in. So I said, "Cool, bro. I'll get yours too."
And I paid you.
You did.
That
pay
face,
me.
Nick.
That same
Ooh,
day.
I saw that.
Oh, no.
I synced it.
That is fucking beyond
So speaking of
an
diesel
oil
sludge,
change.
this beer that Nick's pouring right now is just dark, heavy.
This is the
It's like the
Canadian
abyss.
breakfast stout he's pouring.
Put it this way.
It is going to be tasty.
Don't give me a lot.
As
What's gonna be tasty as
mentioned
fuck?
earlier in our broadcast, I got one of my cups from my flight was the Canadian breakfast stout that they had on tap. And it actually, I'm gonna wait for you guys to
Just pour it.
drink it down and start talking before I talk some
I mean,
more.
I'm excited. Don't get me wrong. It just looks
Just a
very
little.
intimidating. It's very
Okay.
dark.
Yeah, I'm being a pussy on this dark beer. Oh well. I don't like dark chocolate. Hopefully it's not as bad as
It
the
doesn't
last
taste,
one.
this one doesn't taste like dark chocolate.
I hope it's not as bad. That's why I was like down the
Just
hatch.
top Creed off. Just top Creed off.
Yeah, I'm being a pussy.
What a vag.
This one is scary.
I don't know.
Dun dun dun
That
dun
whole
dun
term,
dun
don't
dun
be a
dun.
vagina, this seems redundant to me because if anything on a human anatomy that can really take a pounding, it is a vagina.
I've heard the
Original.
same thing.
Okay, Creed,
Don't be
you're
a
being
nutsack.
Creed, you're being a nuts.
All right, group gulp.
I ain't gulping this.
We're not taking a huge gulp,
Oh.
Mike's up.
but we are going to take a quick Brews with Dude selfie.
Mike's up.
Ooh. Oh, Flash! Damn it, Flash! Why do you always have to ruin everything?
Okay, who moved? Who moved? Who moved? No, I didn't.
That's good enough. That's
like
good
that.
That's
enough.
fine.
Damn it. All right. Ready to drink this CBS?
This guy took a drink already. Yeah, I'm glad I got as much as I did.
Yeah, it's that's strong.
It's strong, but it's tasty.
I gotta peek up and say it. I feel like we're getting really flooded with stouts lately on Brews with Dudes.
Because we like them so much.
This is true, but Brews with Dudes is a lot about exploring new beers.
Are you really drinking CBS and the first thing you're going to complain about is acting like it tastes like everything else?
Bro, I'm sorry.
Are you trying to assume that I'm complaining? I'm just making a note. Hey,
Fair,
we
but
are drinking a lot of stouts now that I think about the episode and how many stouts we've gone through this episode
how
and
I
recently.
said is we have to do less, more oil changing beer than.
No, I'm not saying
anything else.
less. I feel like we're starting to start following a pattern of going towards stuff we know we're gonna like instead of exploring more of stuff we haven't quite had or experienced as much.
I know that the two of them are bombers and they're bigger, but we drank 3 stouts and 3 that weren't stouts just today. I see what you're saying, but
I'm not trying
understand.
to say we're doing too much. I'm just saying I'm starting to feel like
It's all y'all reaching
on
for.
the episodes I've been on recently that there's been at least 2 stouts per episode.
Every episode I've been on so far had a stout. Sorry.
Gentlemen, there's only so many different styles, you know? Like,
But honestly,
if we're going to throw all stouts into one category, then we're in trouble if we're not allowed to have stouts
but
in the
honestly,
show.
like with me, the dark beer, bro, it tastes the same because of the cocoa.
Maybe I just need to start inviting more fucking people on the show. How does that sound?
Jesus.
Hey, I got a buddy that wants to chill with us more often.
That'd be tight. I mean, there's lots of people that want to be on the show.
Look at the Brews with Dudes page. How many people have been like, man, I want to be a part of that?
It is folks that want to be part of it. So if anybody wants to come on and replace Austin and Creed, just hit the page up.
Just fucking do it.
Man. I do need a vacation from here.
Get in here and try to replace this.
I'm going to take your job.
Everyone's like, now that we think about it, I don't really want to hang out with Nick either. Like,
Nick's an asshole.
it's about time to sever ties.
We're starting to realize there's a reason why Creed and I are always on here.
Yeah, I don't really have a lot more in terms of, friends.
I'm
but
gonna
this beer is fucking great.
I'm gonna say,
Speaking of beer,
Nick, I'm gonna say,
ass
where the fuck
kicker.
is Dick at? Why ain't he been on shows lately?
Dr. Dongo is busy performing surgeries.
Okay.
But like pseudoscience kind of shit. Like not stuff that actually matters.
Damn, bro, I was about to tell him.
Nothing he does matters.
What? He's a good guy.
Well,
Yeah, he's a good guy.
he's a good guy. I love Dick, but
That's all right.
I am not retracting a single statement I've
I'm not
made.
going to retract any of those statements.
And that's why Austin remains on the show, is because, we agree. We agree.
We agree.
And
we love Dick.
sometimes you're so close to the middle of the bubble that you don't want to pop out of the bubble, Like, do I need to expand my viewpoints? Nah. Let's keep on drinking, boys.
Do I expand my viewpoints or do I exhale lightly to increase my bubble?
And Austin knows my train of thought.
Flex.
We're having fun, guys. We're having a lot of fun. This CBS is great. So now that we're balls deep in the final beer of the night, it's time to do everyone's favorite part of the night, where we pick our favorite beers. Who wants to start?
Boom.
I'll go.
Okay.
Wow!
For the first time.
Ding, 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 ding.
For the first time, he's up first up to bat. Austin
All right,
Hill.
Austin, tell us what you think. What do you think about the lineup we got tonight?
The lineup we got tonight is strong. The lineup we have tonight they're all number ones in their own categories together. But I would have to say that
Home run.
that True Wizard just really, really set itself out for me. Like the Hunter, so good. The Fragile Ego was very good too, even with the Magic Juice Kings. Very good. But that True Wizard just
Super hazy, really hit the spot for you.
Really hit the spot for me.
Is there? I feel like you're not going to say what I want you to. Is there anything that didn't meet your expectations, or was everything good? Did you really just enjoy everything?
The Sea of Hell, actually. The Sea of Hell, I enjoyed, but
it was below expectations.
For what it was, for its release, and how we were able to acquire it, it did not quite stand up to its special release that it was with the rest of the beers that we got from there.
All right. I like what you have to say. Creed, you ready? What do you think?
I'm going my top three.
All right, let's hear it.
The Fragile, the Juice Kings, and the Wizard.
Yeah, of course you picked the
The reason why, not because the reason why I picked those is because they are smoother than the last three we had. The last three, like I said, I'm starting to get used to the dark chocolate chase because of the cocoa that's being brewed with the beer. But I must say, what's that? The 18th Street Brewery. What is this?
The Hunter.
The Hunter is good.
I did really like the Hunter.
That'll be number 4, and I would take the Sea of Hell, and then the CBS.
Ooh, CBS and Dead Last.
Whoa.
Sorry,
Back
man.
up the
I'm sorry.
bus.
That's what I'm
Okay.
drinking. That's what I'm drinking. That's what I'm drinking. Hey, but honestly, that's what I'm drinking.
Okay, guys, god damn it with the Michael Jackson expressions. God damn it.
The reason why I say the CBS last is it got
Oh, he did it. He did it. Austin just did it. Oh, goddamn.
Leg kick and the crotch grab.
The pelvic thrust. He did it. Goddamn.
But
Dancing with Brews.
the reason why I say the CBS is last is because it got way too much of a dark chocolate taste.
It's a very powerful beer. I taste a lot of the maple.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
That's very one of the forward things I caught from it when I got my flight with it. It was the maple was very much there, which made me think of breakfast.
You know what helps make CBS go down easier?
Pancakes.
Drinking 5 beers before it. All right, Zach, what are you going to give us?
So-
Break it down.
My favorite was definitely the Wizard. Just very juicy, it was hazy, it was everything. I loved it. Close second was that Hunter. I loved
Hunter?
that Hunter.
Like I said earlier, I'm a big fan of all the beers in the Hunter series.
The double milk stout with cinnamon and vanilla just was perfect. It hit all the spots, it hit all your taste buds, it was great.
How are you gonna put the Hunter before the Fragile?
My least favorite, though, would
We
have
ain't
to
got- we
be
ain't
this
got time
Magic
for
Juice
that.
Kings.
That's your favorite?
Is my least favorite.
Oh!
Is my least favorite. I don't know, the aftertaste, the bitter aftertaste.
Nick, don't be
I
mad
just-
at me if I throw my mic at him.
I can't.
well,
I-
Zach, your opinion has been cut off. All right, so
Cancel.
It was like that.
Okay, Nick, what's
tell
your-
us. Just tell us.
I'm
Just tell
not
us.
going to respond to your question because you are fake news.
All right. Welcome to
All right,
Fake News,
drop
Zach.
the mic.
All right, I'm going to jump in with my final analysis for the night. I will start by saying I really did enjoy every single beer. I thought every beer was really good, and every beer was unique in its own way, which is really interesting because 3 of them were super powerful stouts, and 3 of them were
Double IPAs.
really strong IPAs. But very interestingly, I'm going to give the Magic Juice Kings #1. I really, really enjoyed Magic Juice Kings.
That was a very close second to my True Wizard on my.
I really, really like CBS.
That's right.
I really, really like the CBS. I really like the Hunter, the Double Milk Stout. But yeah, like I said, every single beer really blew it away for me.
But I got to ask now that you said that, which one would you say, as you asked me, might have
Probably
fallen a
C.
little short?
Probably C. If not Sea of Hell, then Fragile Ego. And I don't even want to say that because I loved all of them.
They're so good.
Don't put Fragile in the back.
Fragile's 5th. Sea of Hell is definitely last. Something about the almond. I couldn't get over the almond. Fragile's probably next. I loved Trube. I loved the Hunter. Obviously loved the Magic King, and CBS is not unmatched, but it's a fucking contender. He's never gonna leave. It's like fucking The Rock or something, you know? Like,
Whoa.
that asshole can come back 20 years later, and it's like he's still just fucking cool.
He's
So-
Entertainment, man. Entertainment.
with millions and millions.
Of the
He's-
Canaanites. I mean,
It's good. It's good stuff. So, everybody, we're dragging this one out really long. We're going to finish these beers and probably get into stuff that we shouldn't talk about on air. Thank you once again for paying attention to
Michael
us. If you haven't already, check out the Journey into
Morgan
Comics
Freeman.
Network. They've got 10 different shows going on right now, ranging from topics about comics, video games, politics, books,
Movies.
We're about beer. There's Dr. Dongo's podcast. Podcastrophe is about everything and anything. Check them all out. They're really great. They're our parent network. They're the ones who put up with our ridiculous bullshit. We're pretty fucking crazy.
we need to
So-
get on Dr. Dongo's podcast then.
I've been on there a couple times. That's what made me decide I wanted to do it. But I'll totally... Well, so we're already doing a... spoiler alert. We're doing a somewhat of a collaborative podcast. It's going to be called Drunk Castrophe.
Yes!
So it's going to be... It's going to be a bunch of us just going fucking wild,
Getting
drinking
drunk, talking
a
shit.
lot. He wants to do a Brews with Dudes before and then do a podcastrophe right after. So it's going to be
Lit.
drunk catastrophe. But that's not my place to announce. So seriously though, check out all the other network shows. Thank you once again to Creed, Austin, Zach for joining me. I know you guys have been you guys have been staples on the show.
Nick, thank you for having me on the show, bro. For
absolutely.
Real. Thank you.
We have a lot of fun. So with that being said, I hope that you all have a great day, night, and I hope that it includes you drinking at least one really awesome brew. My name's Nick Maxon with Brews with Dudes, and we'll see you next time.